Hello, it is your girl Timmesha Shockley here. Welcome back to my channel where I strive to teach, aspire, and shift. Alright, so for today's video, I'm leaving you with 7 things that you can do as your children transition back to distance learning. So the first thing that you can do as your children transition back to distance learning is create a routine that will work for you and work for your child. So as I mentioned in previous videos, routines are crucial and they are so critical, and a lot of children thrive on routines. So create a routine that will really kind of help set the mood and get your child back into the swing of things. And as you're creating this routine, allow for there to be natural breaks, allow for there to be breaks to happen where your child can kind of get up, maybe go play outside for 10 minutes, go take a walk, allow them time to kind of just like re-energize, refocus their minds. So when they sit back down to jump into their next lesson, they are mentally ready and they've kind of moved around a little bit, which will help them focus. The third thing that you can do to help your child transition back into distance learning is talk about it, allow for them to express some of their concerns, some of their worries, what they're excited about. And you can also take this time to express to them what are some things that you are looking forward to, what are some things that you are maybe a little worried about, but you are excited to tackle together. And as you're expressing this, you want to make sure that you are expressing it in a positive way, because you want to ensure that you are encouraging your child and just kind of boosting up, pumping up, this distance learning, because I'm sure they're all kind of a little hesitant, like you may be as well, but you want to make sure that as the parent, you are encouraging them, that you're pumping them up, you're lifting them up, and you're like, look, we got this, we're in it together, okay? The next thing that you want to do is you want to be, just as you're being patient and you are being kind to your child as you guys are going through this transition back to distance learning, you want to ensure that you are extending that same grace, that same patience, that same kindness to yourself. And know that you've never been in this situation before, okay? You've never had to do what you are being asked to do. Like, some parents are being asked to work their full-time jobs as well as teaching their children, and a lot of parents are in a very difficult situation. So you want to make sure that you are being nice to yourself as well, and understanding that you're not going to be perfect. No one is, and that's okay. But as long as you are working and trying and you're doing your best, that is all that matters. Fifth thing that you can do as you transition back to distance learning is, if your home provides or your home allows space, try and find a designated area where your child can know, okay, this is my home, this is my schoolwork area. And so this is the place that they know that's the same every day, it's consistent, and they know this is where they're gonna come, they're gonna work, and then once they get up, they can do whatever. But when they're at this table, they are focused solely on getting their work done for the day. The sixth thing that you can do when transitioning back to distance learning, and this is more so for when you actually start getting assignments and things are happening, but if you find that your child is being resistant to a certain lesson or work that they have to do, and they don't really want to do it, maybe try reaching out to the teacher to see if there's a specific goal that is in mind for this lesson, and then seeing if there's a way that you can work around that lesson, so that way they're still meeting the goal, they're still getting the point of the lesson, but it may not be necessarily completing that lesson. Like, for example, if they have a worksheet that they have to do in math on fractions, and the goal of it is for them to understand that you can I don't know. It's been a while, y'all. But if the goal is for them to understand like the basis of fractions or how to convert fractions, then you want to just find a different activity that you guys can kind of work on together that's going to do the same thing, but it's in a different format, so they're a little more interested in doing it. And the last tip, the seventh tip that I have for you guys on today and how you can help your child transition back into distance learning is allow for dates with their friends. So whether it's through a Zoom call, whether you're okay with the meeting in person, as long as they're practicing safety protocols, allow them to kind of have that time with their friends, because it's hard enough that they can't see them face to face and they're not back in the classroom learning, but maybe it'll really help to boost their spirits, and just encourage them if they have a weekly chat on Zoom with their friends. So those are my 7 tips. I hope that you guys enjoyed them. Please be sure that you are subscribed to my channel, you're liking this video, and leave a comment for me. Let me know what you have done to prepare your kids as they transition back to distance learning. And if your child's in daycare and they are young enough, are you sending them back? How are you feeling? Where are you at? And I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you in my next video. All right, take care.